finally the new year, and this year I really just want to like use up my space, my studio to its fullest potential, because right now I mostly just use these shelves and it's for once actually clean. Like, look at the organization. Okay, ignore that trash, but I feel like there are some spaces within the studio that I just like don't utilize to its fullest potential. For one, my closet has been just disgusting. Let me show you. Like, it's just kind of like a free-for-all of like all my bags, my bubble wrap and everything. It's actually quite embarrassing how disgusting this looks. But I basically want to like add a shelf or something in there so that I can put like my bubble wrap, my boxes, any packaging material that I don't like necessarily need on a daily basis or like need for like fulfilling orders. Actually, I do need the packaging stuff, but like it's things that like I don't like really need, and things that like don't look pretty behind my like videos and stuff. I think everything else in my shelf looks good. I think I just want like an actual space for like other things. Like, I have other hobbies too. Like, I also have like a sewing machine that I don't need out unless I want to sew something, you know? So I definitely want to reuse the space somehow. So I bought like a shelf from IKEA, and I was so dumb. I bought like one when it could really fit two. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build it and then see how it looks. And if it looks good, I'm just gonna buy the second one because I have to order something else off IKEA anyway. So I'm just gonna build it out and see how it goes. Okay, actually the shelf is done. It's the next day because I built it last night and then I got too lazy to like show me building it and everything. And my room was just a mess that I was too embarrassed to even show. But it's done, it's revealed. Let me show you a quick kind of like tour of it. It's behind this like mirrored closet, and ta-da! This is what the shelf looks like. Kind of show you like a whole view of it, but it's kind of dark in there, so it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, it's still messy, but it's like organized mess. Starting from the top, I have all of my like crafty paints and clay all in one place, and I love it. Now it's so easy for me to just grab things now and like get ready for a crafty night. And then right below it is my bubble wrap and all my like pens and markers. I wish I had more room up here for it. I think if I just get rid of the small business social club box, I can fit it all in there, but I just love the little box and, you know, just showing that I'm a small business social club member. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that my bubble wrap and then below here, my packaging items are kind of like my arm's length. I'm very short, so like there's no way that I was going to put this any lower or higher. But it has all my envelopes, my boxes, all my bags, and then like all the stamps and scissors and whatnot that I would need. And then below that is more crafty things. I have my sewing machine that I feel like I use every once in a while, so that's why I put it down there. I have like a bag of all my yarn and my knitting stuff because I really want to get into it again, and I just want to make sure that I see it and everything. But I'm glad that there's a home for all that now. But yeah, underneath everything here is my sewing machine and my sewing supplies. I'm so glad that I now have kind of like a closet to house everything. It just makes a world of a difference when like everything is organized and there's not like clutter in your working space, and you can just, there's like a dedicated space now for me to like do crafty things, because I did have a table and it was just filled with like packaging items or like boxes, but now it's just a table. So I'm so excited to just like be able to have that table now. Because the table was filled, I would like work in the living room, which then it's like, it's not really a living room for me to just chill anymore. It's like a working space. So now like everything in the studio is just for work, and when I leave the studio, I can just relax and like do whatever, and it doesn't feel like I'm invading the rest of the house. Also, it is the first or second week of the new year, and I didn't expect to do any like markets or anything, but now I'm doing two, and I have one today, and I feel prepared but also unprepared because I really did not expect to do any markets. And so now I'm kind of packing and making sure I have everything. I think I do. It's a smaller market that's very local to my town. It's actually one in where I like grew up in, so it's like 10 minutes away. And I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be a smaller event just because it's snowing out a little bit. And I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I feel like for this market, I don't necessarily have like any revenue goal or anything, because I, again, didn't expect to do any markets in January. I was just kind of going to rely mostly on my online store. So I feel like the goal here is not really revenue based. It's more like I just want to network and meet people. I think it's a good opportunity, especially because it is so close to my house, and like I think it's people that I went to school with. So it's gonna be fun to like kind of reconnect, but not really, because I don't think we were like the same year. I think we were like a year or so apart. So it'll be good to like meet alumni, I guess, and connect that way. It's so crazy to connect with like people that could have been in your circle. And it's like we're all kind of just running businesses together, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to see where life leads you and everything. So I, again, don't have any high expectations. I think I'm just gonna go into this like wanting to have fun, and get to know people, because ultimately that's the kind of the goal, I guess, when it comes to doing these markets. You don't always make money. There's gonna be slow days, but you're gonna get content, you're gonna get to meet other people, so there's always some sort of win going into a market. But yeah, now I'm kind of just a last minute packing. I had friends over yesterday. Oh my god, I can't get this out. I had friends over yesterday, so I couldn't pack after work. So now it's like an hour before I have to be there, and I'm packing everything. And I'm hoping that I don't have to like print out anything, but I think I should be fine. I haven't like done any markets since beginning of December, I think. And the stuff that I sold, I already restocked on at the end of December, so I should be good. I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed if like I don't have a certain item or something for sale. So, yeah, so now I'm just gonna pack, and then I'll see you guys there. So I'm at the market, and this is the first market that I'm doing by myself, and I haven't done that since probably like the very beginning of when I started doing markets. I usually go with my husband, but he's busy today, so it's kind of sad that this is my first time solo in so long, but I think we're gonna be having fun anyway. It's like, again, very close to my house, so it's not like a far drive or anything, not a lot to lug, so I'm excited to do this by myself, but so sad at the same time. It's bittersweet. But yeah, I'm kind of already late, so I'm gonna try and unpack and walk over now. So see you at the market. Okay, so it's now 7 o'clock at night, and I just got back from the market and after eating dinner and everything, but I just wanted to give you kind of like a quick recap of the whole event. So the event was very like a gaming, not even convention, but like a gaming event, which I've never done before, but it's something that like I want to get myself into because I feel like that's more of like my audience. So it was a good like door open to that world in general. They had a bunch of games going on, and then they were partnering with like a mental health organization. Both organizations are like local to the community, and I think I mentioned this earlier, but maybe I didn't, but these are like local events to my hometown that I like grew up in. And it's really nice to like know these like local organizations and like be in touch with my community again. And it's just something like I wish we had when I was in high school or even like younger, just because we didn't really have a lot of these events. Like, all these events are very like AAPI centered, and like we just never really had that growing up. It's great because the organization is actually owned by like people I went to school with. So it's like my generation creating like these groups for the future people that are in the AAPI community. But yeah, so it was really nice to one, be in an API kind of event. It was also really nice to like just get to know people that like I would have been in kind of the same circle. Like they were a year younger than me, and there's some that are like a year or two older than me. So I got to kind of like connect with people that I didn't get to connect with back then, but now we are like connecting. And then I like ran into someone I used to like work with back in the day. I used to volunteer for this organization, and she was like a head of that organization. So it's so crazy to like see someone again after like 10 years. But we just caught up, and she was like in the table next to me. She was actually working for the mental health organization. So it was just nice to like reminisce on things and just catch up and see how everyone is doing. And then there was a table in front of me, and I've seen her around just because I feel like I've been kind of in touch with a lot of like New Jersey vendors who are very similar to mine. She sells more like fan art, and she had this one pin which was so cute. I love Animal Crossing, so I had to get this Animal Crossing pin from her, and we just did an art trade. She got a bunch of my stickers, but it's like nice to finally meet someone that you have been seeing around, and we've just been missing each other in different markets. I think like we've done similar ones, but it's never on the same date. So it's nice to like finally meet them in person. And she was super nice, and she had so many like so good Pokemon pins if you're into that. So I'll leave her website in the link if you want to check her out. Sales wise, I honestly didn't think that I would do as well as I did. I again didn't have any expectations going into it. Like I really just wanted to network and connect with the people that were running the event, because again, I really want to be more local this year. I don't want to like travel an hour or so just to be at a market. So I really wanted to just connect with them, see if there were any future opportunities throughout the year, just because they do a bunch throughout the year anyway. And sales wise, I think I did really well. And that's just comparing to like my other markets that I thought were already so good. And this was pretty on par with it. So I'm happy about how everything turned out. I did have like a set goal for the month, just in general, because I knew I was going to be doing a couple of markets, and then I was accounting for maybe like some online orders. Just from this one market, I already beat my total month's goal. So I'm like super blessed and happy about that. But yeah, otherwise, I feel like this market was very good in terms of one, the sales, and two, just being able to network with everybody. I feel like this was such a good first one of the year to just kick it off with a bang. And I just like can't wait for like the real market season to start again, because technically like on the East Coast, we don't do markets in the winter just because like no one's going out and markets are usually outside. So I can't wait to do the next one. I'm gonna take a break in February just to like chill, do some artwork, craft, and then I'm coming back in March. So I think that's it for this vlog. I think the next one will be of me getting ready for the next one. So I'll see you then.